Hey guys, a little bit of a disclaimer before I start the video. While I was editing this video, the day I recorded it, the house flooded. So I wasn't able to upload this yesterday when I recorded it, and unfortunately today it is about 12 hours since I shot that footage, and my editing program has just decided to crash every minute. So I've been trying to get this video done. I wanted to get a video out in August. I want to make sure I get that out for you guys. So hopefully you enjoy the video. Hey guys, welcome to our video. Today I'm going to be doing a video I did about a year ago, which is showing you all of my instruments as well as my setup and any other musical attributes to my life. Before we get into it though, I'd like to apologize for the lack of content, as I had said I was going to put out this summer. That was on the condition that things went well on, I believe it was June 25th, and things did not go well. They went very, very badly. And because of that, I have struggled a whole lot to put up videos. I've only made about 3 since then, and 2 of them are shorts, and the other one wasn't that great. So I apologize for that. I will try to keep up content, but it's been very difficult, and I wanted to express that before I get into doing anything else. I've struggled to make any videos, and portraying this to you was one of the harder things to do. But without further ado, let's get into my instruments. Alright, so I figured I'd start with stringed instruments first, since I'm going to be doing these by category, since I've obviously got quite a lot of them. So to start, this is my acoustic guitar. I got this back probably December 2020 or 2019. I'm not entirely sure. It'll be up on the screen. I'm not sure what model it is. It's an Ibanez. I can try to check the model. I'm not entirely sure where the model markings are, but I do know it's an Ibanez. It's a steel string guitar. All the strings, except for the high E string, are what came with it, and the other one I've just replaced with another Fender string. But it served me well. I've only really been using it recently. I'm not very good at guitar, but I've been trying to get better. So yeah, this is my acoustic guitar, acoustic steel string guitar. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Alright, this next one is also an Ibanez. This is a acoustic electric bass. It's obviously an acoustic instrument, but it has a it can be connected to an amp, so it can also work as an electric bass. I got this back in April. I had ordered it for Christmas. It was ordered for me for Christmas in November, I believe, and it took until April to get here. But as soon as it got here, I've been playing it non-stop. It's one of my favorite instruments to play. I've wanted to get my hands on a bass for forever, actually, yeah. And be able to have one is great. This is, as I said before, it's also an Ibanez. Not sure what the strings are. I'm not sure what any of the really specs on guitars are. But I like it. I can actually tell you the model of this one since I picked it out myself, so that'll be on the screen. But yeah, this is my Ibanez acoustic electric bass guitar. So this next one is a little odd. This is my violin. As you can see, it looks really nice because it was all fixed up in August. I think I got it in July, or I was given it in July, and it was all fixed up for my birthday. Unfortunately, I am a terrible violin player, to say the least. I think it'd be a disgrace to violin players to even qualify myself as one. But yeah, I'm thrilled to have one. I never thought this would be an instrument that I'd be able to play. I'm not very good with this bow. This is probably not correct posture at all to play with a bow. But yeah, this is my violin. I believe it is a little larger than a full-sized violin. It is not a viola. I've had that checked out. But I had it was all fixed up for my birthday. I haven't quite gotten the tuning fixed down. Haven't got quite used to the fingers. But yeah, I'm excited to learn. I cannot tell you what the brand is because I do not know where it is, unless it tells you here. I don't believe that is. But this is my violin. Let's go to the next set of instruments. Alright, so starting and ending a category, this is my trumpet. You may be wondering, why is this trumpet different than the one you've had in your videos before, besides the Loki theme one? And this is because this is my own trumpet now. The trumpet I had before was one I was borrowing and I was using, since no one uses it anymore. And I've been able to use it recently, but I haven't been able to use it for quite a while. And when I went to Maine, I was able to get my hands on one of these. This is my grandpa's trumpet. He doesn't play it. He plays saxes and clarinets professionally and has no need for this, but this is his old trumpet. It's pretty good. I cannot tell you the brand of it because I don't know. I'm not entirely sure where it is. The serial number is 294435. Not sure if that tells you anything, but that's the serial number. The mouthpiece that I play on primarily, as well as the other trumpet that I have, it's a Bach 7C, I believe, is the name for it. I've got another mouthpiece for it, which is also a Bach. I'm not sure what it is, but it says, I think it's a 6C. I'm not sure if that's a, correct me if I'm wrong, trumpet people, but it just says C on it. Or not, it just says 6 on it, not C. This trumpet had a mute that came with it. I don't know if this was his school's, but this is the trumpet mute that it had. I haven't really used it that much. I'm not entirely sure what mute it is. But yeah, that's the trumpet. I'm supposed to mention also in the brass category that I do not currently have here is the tuba. I'll have it on screen right here. I do not have it currently since I'm in New Jersey instead of New York. So I cannot show you the tuba here, unfortunately. But that is the tuba in my videos. And yeah. Alright, this is my flute. This is a Gemeinhardt, I think. I'm definitely pronouncing that wrong, but that is the type of flute it is. It is a student model, so it goes down to a low C and a low C only, as opposed to it going down to a low B. This flute was also given to me by my grandfather. He's got a better flute, and this was his student model, I believe. I quite like this flute. I've played it a few times in videos. I'd like to do it a little bit more, but it sounds great. I'd like to get better at flute. Last time, about a year ago, I showed this flute. I was awful at it. I actually was so bad at it, I don't think I even got a proper sound out of it. But now I can actually play it. I can play it a little bit well. So I hopefully will have this in more videos. This is my flute. Alright, this is my clarinet. I have played this for about 6 years now. And I quite like it. It's one of my favorite instruments to play. It was one of the first instruments I ever played, and it kind of kick-started my enjoyment into music. This is a Bundy. I am not sure what type of Bundy it is, but it is a Bundy. That is all I know. I believe it is a student model. Nothing really special in regards to that. I'd like to get a new one at some point. Perhaps a professional one. I don't quite remember what this mouthpiece is. This is a Van Doren M8 mouthpiece. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but it is a Van Doren M8 mouthpiece. I have two other mouthpieces with me, one of which is a stock mouthpiece, and the other is a orange 3D printed clarinet mouthpiece. This is not like a Sios one or anything. I just printed it off a 3D printer. Haven't used it in videos because it doesn't sound very good. But this is my clarinet. This is the ligature. I believe this is a stock ligature. And yeah, it's a clarinet. Alright, this is my alto sax. This is the first instrument I believe I played after clarinet. This is the second alto saxophone I have played on. The first one was a con, and it was my brother's sax that I was sharing with him. This is a Vito. I believe that's some sort of Yanagisawa company. I could be very, very wrong, but that is what I've been told. Serial number on it is 809695, made in Taiwan. This instrument specifically actually was given to me by my grandpa, who fixed it up. I believe it was my uncle's daughter's saxophone. I'm not entirely sure what that family relation name is, but it was hers. She didn't want to play it anymore, gave it to my grandpa, he fixed it up, he gave it to me, because I was interested in playing sax. The mouthpiece on it is a Vito. I do not know what the name of it is, but I will tell you in a little bit. It is a Vito Melodia. I also may be saying that wrong. The ligature is just a stock ligature. And this mouthpiece was actually made for me by one of my friends. I probably should get a different neck strap at some point, but so far it has sufficed. This is my alto sax. Let's move on. Alright, here is my bass clarinet. This is a Bundy low E flat clarinet. I'm not sure the model of it. I should know these things, but I do not. Can I read? Can the light shine? It's just a Selmer Bundy. I don't know the name. I might be able to tell you the serial number. I don't feel like doing it. It's too dark. But yeah, this is a bass clarinet that I found on eBay for $500. And for a bass clarinet, that is very good. I've wanted a bass clarinet for a while. I had my sights on getting one after I got my tenor sax, which has yet to happen. Hopefully I will get that soon, but I saw a great deal for the bass clarinet pop up. Usually they're like thousands of dollars. So I took my shot on it, and I got a really good bass clarinet. It's been serving me well. I used it in all the Minecraft covers I did back then. I've used it in some recent covers. I've used it in all the things. The mouthpiece is a Yamaha 4C. I believe that came with it. And yeah, this is my bass clarinet. I love it. This Baritone Saxophone, I believe I had lent. I had gotten it in about, I think it was December, either 2019 or 2020. My mom had gotten it from her school. She let me have it so that I could be able to play in some of the concerts there at her school. And since then, I've had it. My mom had been paying it off without telling me. And because of that, I am now the proud owner of a Barry sax, which I am so stoked to have. I'd really love to fix this thing up. I was hoping to do so this summer, but unfortunately I couldn't. There's quite a lot of things that need fixing on it. This neck screw isn't... Actually, it's non-existent at all currently, so that needs to be fixed. My thumb rest, it broke, so I had to take it off, and I've yet to put another one on. So I've just been playing without a thumb rest for a while. This guard, oh wait, you can't really see. This guard at the bottom, where the E flat is, it was bent, and I had to fix that back into position. But overall, yeah, it's a really nice horn. I'm so thrilled to have a Barry at my age. I never would have thought this would be the case for me. As I said, this is a YBS 52. It's a student model Yamaha. The mouthpiece, I believe, is a stock mouthpiece, and the ligature is as well. Alright. This is my Barry sax. Before I get into the keyboards, I've got quite a few whistles and recorders that I use occasionally in my music. that I've picked up from time to time. I've got 2 student recorders, which are what these are. I have got approximately 3 tin whistles. Let me keep these recorders from falling. I've got 3 tin whistles. One of which is in G sharp. The others are in, D sharp or E flat. And these are in D. And this is a slide whistle that I got back in, I actually have no idea. I'm fairly certain I got this back when I made the last video of this, on this topic of showing my stuff. This is a slide whistle, goes down to a low A, goes up to basically whatever note you can do. I've gotten these from basically all of my musical endeavors, as well as those I have in the Adirondacks. I've got 1 silver slide whistle and 1 wooden recorder that I cannot currently show you, but I can show you a picture of. Alright, let's go do keyboards. Alright, so this is the keyboard that started a lot of this. This is a Rock Jam keyboard. It's not a very good keyboard, I will be honest. The sounds in it are not great. I got it for Christmas one year. Forgot what year it was. But I've been using it mainly as a practice tool since then. I don't really use it in recordings since it doesn't sound up to par with a lot of my stuff. Unfortunately, I've used my other keyboard, and the other keyboard I've got in Maine that I actually use some of the synth sounds on in the Loki theme video is not currently with me, but I can show you a picture of it. So yeah, these are my 2 keyboards regarding that. This is both a Midi keyboard as well as a mini keyboard, since it is very, very small. I got this back in August of 2020? August of 2020, I believe. I got it for my birthday because I wanted a keyboard. I wanted a fairly decent recording keyboard. I wanted to have the pads on it. I wanted to be able to have keys to do things with. I've used it in a few videos. I've used it for bass parts when I didn't have a proper bass instrument. But yeah, overall, I've liked this keyboard. It's an Akai MPK Midi professional mini keyboard. Yeah, that's this keyboard. My other, I suppose, keyboard-like instrument is my Stylophone that I got quite recently. I wouldn't really, honestly, in retrospect, I would say it's a pitched percussion instrument. But I got this for my birthday, I think I was given. It was quite the surprise. I'd never anticipated getting a Stylophone. Haven't used it in any recordings yet, but I'm quite excited to. Yeah, those are my keyboard instruments. Alright, now truth be told, I'm not very much of a percussionist myself, but I do have quite a lot of percussion instruments. For starters, while that ringing stops, this is my drum pad. I've used it in a few videos. Use it to sample drum sounds. It's not really that great. It's not meant to be a MIDI controller, but I've been able to use it for some stuff. I used it in that awful Traveler video. But yeah, as far as a beginner kind of drum kit, it's okay. It's not terrible. The pedals aren't great. They're very difficult to press, unlike the pedals of an actual drum set, which I may be getting very soon. That's quite the surprise to some of you, I'm sure, but I may be getting a drum set. Besides that drum pad, here are my Bongos. They are not supposed to move like this, but they are not very good. I actually may be wrong. They may not be bongos, but I think they are bongos. If they're not bongos, correct me if I'm wrong. But these were given to me. Unfortunately, you have to preheat them. Yes, that sounds very strange, but my recipe for being able to my way of getting them up to proper tuning, because otherwise they sound like you're just slapping a drum. I'm trying not to, because otherwise it sounds like that. But the way I do it is I wrap it in an electric blanket and I have it heated on the highest setting for 3 hours, and then it sounds proper, like it does in this video. But yeah, these are my bongos. I'm quite pleased to have them. I haven't used them in a whole lot of things, but I do like them, and I'm excited to use them in more things. Alright, I'm not sure if these really count, but I have used them occasionally. This is an egg shaker. I suppose it's a kiddie toy, but I don't really use them very often. This is definitely a kiddie toy I've had since I was young. It's an ant, but it's got bells on it. Don't judge me. I'm using what I've got at my disposal. Besides that, this is a tambourine. It's also a caterpillar. Yeah, I've used this in a few videos. It's not a great tambourine, but it suffices for the things that I use it for. Besides that, I've got one more. Alright, last of the percussion section, but certainly not least. This is my steel drum. Whee! It's a very strange looking steel drum, as you can tell. This was given to me by my grandfather, who does not use it anymore. It does not fully go chromatically, so unfortunately there's quite a bit of a limit that you can play. The only two chromatic notes it's really got in there are A flat and B flat. Other than that, you really can't play in a ton of keys. But besides that, it's a really nice drum. The sounds of it aren't the greatest, but with effects they can sound okay. These are do they call them mallets or sticks? I'm not entirely sure for steel drums. But these are what the things you hit it with are. And yeah, that's my steel drum. Besides the ones that I showed you, these are some kiddie toys that I don't really ever use. But I suppose they count as instruments, so I'm gonna add them to the list. That's about it for my video. I hope you enjoyed seeing some of the stuff that I use as far as instruments. As far as recording, I actually use my headphones to record my microphone. I use my phone as a music program. It is awful. It is terrible, actually. I'm recording this video on my phone right now. I probably shouldn't be, since it's not great quality, but we're making do with it. I'm trying to upgrade my stuff. I'm trying to find a better music software, because obviously the one I have now is not good at all. It's been giving me tons of issues with latency. It's been giving me tons of issues with all this stuff, all like the microphone stuff, all the effects, everything. So if you can let me know any good, cheap or free or moderately expensive music programs or microphones or equipment for me to get, please tell me them in the comments. I'm very open to anything you'd like to say to me regarding that. But yeah, that is it for my video. I hope you did enjoy, and I will see you soon. Hopefully that's not in another month. But bye.